So if you're interested in, I don't know, let's say setting up your own garden maintenance business and you're after some ideas for a van setup, or if you're in the business and you're after some ideas of how you could change yours, you probably won't get it from this video because mine is so basic. But yeah, stay tuned and I'll show you my van setup for garden maintenance. How's it going, guys? Tabby at Glossop Gardening Services, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be, I'm going to try and keep it quick, but I say that and it never happens. But as you've seen from the title, this is going to be a quick gardening van video. So I'm just going to show you sort of my setup. It's not as tidy as some of the other vans I've seen, but yeah, this is a real life working gardener's van. It's not pristine, it's not immaculate, but yeah, let's have a look. There's nothing to really see at the minute. I've just got back from, today has just literally been what you call mow, blow and goes. That's all I've been doing today. So I've got mower, strimmer, blower. That's it. Really easy day, really easy to load up. I'm gonna open that side door so there's a bit more light coming in. So when I just put this mower in, obviously I've just put a bit of wood here to sort of stop it smacking against this, and I've done the same here. Great for when I've just got this mower. I just grab it, lift it out, jobs are good. And just some ladder hangers up there, and I've just self-tapped them into the frame of the van. Bit of a bodge job, but it does the job. Yeah, I'll show you these. What I've done here, just to create some storage, is where the wheel arches are already, I've sort of just built over them, just to create like a bit of a box sort of thing. So on this side it is literally a mixture of all sorts. Doesn't bother me. I just come in, I know exactly where things are, just have a bit of a rummage, grab it out, tape measure, hand shears, jug for measuring herbicide. Also a toilet, yeah, really handy. That's just some Moto mix. I don't use that all the time. I tend to just, I should really take it out of the van. But when we get to winter and I stop using sort of my power tools as much, I don't want petrol just sat in the tanks for God knows how long, sort of ruining the machine. So during the winter I start to use this because it's got a shelf life of, I think it's 2 years. Oh, it says here actually, up to 5 years shelf life. So yeah, that'll be able to just sit in your machines and not cause any problems. Other things, chain oil, strimmer cord, there's all sorts in here. There's like spanners and little trowels, stuff like that. So that's that side. On this side, petrol, both petrol, but the way I've done it, I see other people colour coordinate things, but I've got it, this is a 5 litre can, so that's my mixed. So that's got 2-stroke in it, and this one is 10 litres. So the 10 litre can's neat. So don't forget, it's only me that uses this van, so I'm not expecting to get mixed up. So I've got 5 litre mixed, 10 litre neat. What else is in there? Bit of 2-stroke, that's pretty much done, but I've got another bottle in the lockup. And then here, again, I just keep sort of hand tools and stuff. The ones that I use the most, I don't really keep stuff in here that I'm not going to use that often. So you've just got things like your rake, brush, garden hoe, fork, lawn edger. Most of the time I just use a strimmer, but sometimes when there's like gravel next to the lawn, I don't really want to use the strimmer and send stones flying. Spade, and this is a bit of like a trencher, but I use that for digging bamboo out. It's a lot more solid the spade, when you get into the bamboo, the actual spade just bends. This doesn't. It's a lot stronger. So yeah, Half Moon. What else have we got? In the bulkhead. Bulkhead's handy. I just keep ton bags. This is a smaller bag that I just, if I'm doing a bit of hand weeding, I'll just carry this around with me because yeah, it's a lot easier to just carry around. Some high-vis waterproofs that I never use. Forestry helmet for when I'm chipping and stuff like that. What else have we got? Socket set, just in case it's needed. Always handy to keep in the van. Down here is just a corner where stuff just gets chucked. They're soaking wet from yesterday. They're soaking wet from yesterday. And just that can go back in there. These, I'll sort these out because they need moving. Pliers. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll sort of just load the van up with as much as I'd ever need for a day of maintenance and hedge cutting, and we'll see what space is left. I'll get 2 mowers in, so when I get 2 mowers in, I'll move this and I'll just do them that way, and I'll show you how I sort of secure them so they're not smacking about. Yeah, I'll load the van up. I'll set the camera up and you can see how I get it into the van, the mower, because I see people, they carry ramps around with them. I don't. Just takes up a bit more space and I don't want it, and I'll show you basically I don't need ramps, and you'll see why in a minute. So here, this is the HRD 536. This is the roller mower. So when I bring this out, it's the same with all my mowers. This is how I load it into the van. Literally, just lean it back. Straight in, no need for ramps. The other thing I want to point out is I see a lot of gardeners, they've got the, I don't know, let me think of a few vans, like say a Citroen Dispatch or sort of those kind of vans, and they're not as high. Like this is, I don't know if it's a high top Transit, but yeah, the roof's higher and I like to be able to just get in. And I have to duck a tiny bit, but I'm not crouched in the van. I like to be able to stand up in the van. So me having like a Citroen Dispatch or something like that, it'd do my head in. I think this is sort of an ideal size for me. I'd like a bit bigger, to be honest. So yeah, like I said, when there's 2 mowers, I put them side by side. And then to secure them, I've literally just got some bungee cords on these. Let me show you. So yeah, to load in, I'm just straight out the lockup, tip it on its back wheels, up into the van, side by side. And for securing, just got a bungee cord on that ladder rack. Hook it around there. There should be another one on there. That just stretches onto there. See how it pulls it against the side of the van so they're not clattering about. Yeah, so there's the mowers. I'll get a few other things, grass bags and stuff like that. I tend to just stick on top of the mowers. Blower, tuck that away there. So yeah, there's a strimmer, blower, 2 mowers, and I mean look how much space there is still. Let's grab some other stuff. Right, this is probably as much tools as I'd have in the van at one time, because when I'm booking jobs in or I'm organising my diary, I don't always do hedge cutting with the grass cuts. So let's say I book a hedge cutting job, that's going to be half a day. When I'm booking other work in, say another hedge cutting job comes in, I'll stick it on that day to sort of fill the day. Just so I'm not having like mowers, ladders, loads of hedge cutters in the van. Yeah, I kind of try and stay fairly organised, so what you're seeing now is not how my van looks most of the time. So what have we got in? We've got 2 mowers, your 4-wheeler, roller, missing a grass bag, but that'd just go on top of the other mower, so don't worry about that. Strimmer, blower, rough cut hedge cutters, finer battery hedge cutters. These are brilliant, by the way. I haven't done a video update to say how I'm getting on with them, but fantastic, take my word for it. Multi-tool hedge cutter attachment, adjustable ladders. These are kind of my all-rounders unless I'm doing a really big hedge, but then I'd be sticking my henchman's on the ladder rack up top. And they're just on the side of the container wall. I don't think there's anything else. Sprayer. Just a quick one, Cooper Pegler sprayer. These are brilliant. I've used these for about 10 years. I'm not saying the other ones are bad, but they're just reliable. Yeah, I suppose it's just what you're used to. I'm used to these, so I just found sprayer would just go in there like that. Move that out of the way, stick it up there. But there's still enough room, placing my feet carefully, to sort of get in the van. See some vans when they're loaded and can't do anything in there. You can't even get in. But yeah, this is my van. I tend to keep this area clear, and then when I'm mowing, or when it comes to getting the mowers out, I'm just unhooking it. And then this just comes straight out, straight down the side. Don't need ramps, I just lean it down onto the back wheels or back roller, and then straight down. Not really much to see in the front. It's a bit of a tip because I've just bought some new jackets and stuff, so they're all over the seats. But screws, wall plugs, it's all just like miscellaneous stuff. Spare chain in there for something. About 20 pairs of glasses on the dashboard. Yeah, not much to see in there. So yeah, this is my van. This is how I've set it up. It's very minimalistic. There's no storage boxes, because I've got these little compartments over the wheel arch, and it's enough. And it's been like this for a long time, and I haven't thought I need some storage boxes. So yeah, this works for me. So yeah, that is my van setup. If you think I've missed anything, or do you think there's something I could do better, or there's something you do that I might benefit from, let me know in the comments. I'll take a look and I'll reply to pretty much most comments. Bloody hell. What you'll find with me as well is when the grass slows down and comes to a stop, when the grass stops growing, my beard starts growing, and I tend to let it go wild over winter. Now I'll probably look at giving it a first cut when I do the first cut next year. So yeah, that's my van. Obviously there's a tow bar for a trailer which I don't have yet. I'm gonna look at getting one next year, but that's a separate video when I make a few changes to stuff. Yeah, a couple of things I just want to show you quick, because I did ask on a couple of previous videos, like a waterproof coat and stuff like that. I've actually bought one today. I bought a couple of things, and I'll try them on for you in case you care. Hoping that stays there. this is the first one I want to show. And this is more of like a winter jacket. When it's not raining, it's freezing. And I came across this. Oh. Came across this yesterday. I had my mate working with me, and he had one of these on a different colour. I was like, what have you got on there? It looks really warm and comfy. And he said, yeah, try it on. I was like, go on then. So yeah, I climbed up into his warmth, put it on, and I thought, that is amazing. This will be amazing in the winter. But yeah, this is from, it's like I think it's from the hunting section of Decathlon. That's where I got it from. It was 60 quid. I think it's well worth it. Yeah, this will be amazing in the winter. Do a quick walk past. Yeah, what do you think of that? Another neat little feature, you can pull the cuffs out. Oh, it's like a hybrid semi-glove. Nothing else to show really. We've got a hood. Zip it right up. Yeah, this is going to be awesome in the winter. Yeah, that's that. If you want one, Decathlon, 60 quid in the sort of hunting section. Great. And this is the waterproof coat. It's like a storm jacket. Rated for a storm. Can't remember what the numbers are. I think it's 20,000 M or something. That'll mean something to someone. Yeah, I can't really tell you. Yeah, this is just a waterproof jacket, nothing special. Proper tape seams, stuff like that. But yeah, this should keep me dry now, because I mean we're just going to have rain for the foreseeable. I think the good weather's done, so this will come in handy. This was 80 quid, so yeah, within my budget of what I wanted to spend. See how we get on. Oh, I forgot to do a quick catwalk with it on. As you can tell, I used to be model. Just kidding. Yeah, that's that. Again, Decathlon. Loads of good stuff in there. I could have spent a fortune. So yeah, I'm going to wrap that video up there. So yeah, like I said, it was just a quick van setup for garden maintenance. I won't say gardener, because someone wasn't happy in the comments saying garden maintenance and gardener are different. They said, because you don't make your own compost. I said, because you don't make your own compost and stuff like that, you can't say you're a gardener. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, this is a garden maintenance setup, not a gardener setup, because if you don't make your own compost, you're not a gardener. I'm hoping when it comes to editing this video, I haven't missed anything. It's really annoying when I get home and I'm editing, I'm like, why didn't you put that in? And then someone puts it in the comments and you can't really say, oh yeah, I knew about that, because they just think, no you didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap the video up there. One thing I do want to say, I say this every video, but if you can subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. I'm not close, but I'm not far off 1,000 followers, and I never expected that when I set up this channel. Never in a million years. I thought 100 if I'm lucky. So yeah, close to 1,000 is ridiculous. Yeah, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. If you could share to anyone who you think might benefit from my channel, go for it. As always, like, comment. I enjoy sitting about on an evening, replying to all the comments and stuff like that. Most of them are positive, some of them are negative. Is what it is. You sort of put yourself out there and you sort of open up yourself to negative comments. And put it this way, I still sleep like a baby. So yeah, I hope everyone has a good week. It's absolutely bounced it down for a couple of hours today. It's starting to spit pretty heavy now. Hopefully it comes down hard and I can get my coat on, my new waterproof pants, and I'll just stand out in it and see what it's like. Catch you all on the next one. See ya.